Hello, today we're going to be drinking the Red W from the White 2T February 2023 box. It's a black tea, um, sun dried old armor autumn pickings, black tea. So I'm going to let the tea warm up a little bit. While I do that, I guess I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. My tea drinking, I guess, journey. I don't know, 6, 7 years ago, back when there was a Tivana, we were walking through the mall, and I don't know if you've ever seen a Tivana or been to a Tivana, but they always had somebody outside and said, "Hey, you want a free sample of tea? Come on inside." So that's what we did. We tried the sample. We're like, "Oh, it's good." And then again, if you've ever been to a Tivana, they show you all their cool products, and they take the big thing of tea and whiff it in your face, and they're like, "Oh, it smells so good, you can make this at home." So I bought some Tivana stuff, and after that I got into all the tea blends. I did the Dollar Tea of the Month Club and another club, and just got into tea that way. Like with most black tea, has a sweet floral, you know, aroma, kind of strawberries maybe. Let me get it wet. But so a little bit after that, we stopped drinking tea, I guess, and we got more into coffee. My wife has always been into coffee more, so I bought a nice espresso machine and a grinder, and I tried to do all that. But espresso, I don't know if you ever tried to make it. It's a lot harder. You have to get the grind just right, and you can go through a lot of espresso beans trying to dial your grind in. I really didn't like that. Um, so I stopped kind of doing that, and then in 2020, my wife, she got pregnant, and she couldn't really drink a lot of caffeine, or why the coffee made her sick. So we started drinking tea again, and then I'm not sure how, but I started watching tea videos, and I'm not sure where it came from, but I saw Gong Fu style tea. Yeah, it's very strawberry and floral, and I got into Gong Fu tea, and then the rest is history, I guess. I found White 2T, and I started doing their club, and I bought from um, all of them. Yunnan sourcing, all of the American, not the American, but like the bigger brands on that I've seen. Yunnan sourcing, Mayleaf, of course, and stuff like that. Um, so I usually don't um, rinse my black tea, but I was talking, and then I wasn't really paying attention or thinking. I usually just rinse my pu'eri, the ripe or the raw. Um, so we'll go, you know. Um, with the first brew, I'm gonna have about 15 seconds. I do 95-degree temperature. So let's see. Like I said, I usually don't drink, or I usually don't rinse it, so it's going to be a little bit darker than I usually have it. And I do use a timer when I drink my tea. I try to keep everything consistent. I use about 5 grams of tea for this Gaiwan. It's about 75 milliliter Gaiwan. This is one of the Just Another Tea Blog Gaiwans. I really like it. It's a nice small one where you can, you know, just have a nice session for yourself. It's a good color. I always get the cat at the first. Cheers. Good. Unless, you know, a lot of black teas, they have the same base, I guess, which is, you know, like it's a nice floral base, unless you're drinking like a lapsang, a smoked lapsang. That's completely different. But nice floral base, like I said, it's sweet. The strawberry aroma, I'm really not getting that in the taste. So maybe brew number 2, steep number 2, I might get a little bit more. I still smell it though, smell a little bit. Another thing I'm going to try to do with my tea videos, my tea, is review the current book that I read, or the most current book that I read. You know, if I do 2 a weekend or 2 a week and I'm not done with a book, I might not do it. But, you know, with my current, well, how I think I might do this, I will do, you know, a book a week. Try to. I listen to books during work, and then I read books at night. So I usually can try to finish one every week, week and a half. It's not bitter at all. Like I said, good floral. I don't know. Looking at the note you get with every box, you know, see if they have any flavor profile. Well, he does say it's good to age these teas. So, you know, I just got this week, so I may, you know, not drink it again for a while. See if I get anything different. He said in the first few years, the vegetable notes will tighten and deepen. That's good. You know, honestly, most of the tea I drink is very young tea. I don't know too much. I don't know too much of the, I don't know, like the old like Chinese tea factory teas. I'm not very versed in those. Like I said, I mostly drink, most of my tea is from White 2T. Um, I got some from Bitter Leaf. I got stuff from Yunnan Sourcing and from um, Mandala Tea and Crimson Lotus. And I'm sure I got some other. I just got a box the other day from beautiful Taiwan. Um, some of it's nice. Some of them do have, you know, shipping from the U.S. so you get it quicker, like Crimson Lotus Unit Sourcing.us and Taiwan Tea, Mandela. All of them are in the U.S. You can get your stuff if you're in the U.S. in a couple weeks. The other one's shipped from China, Bitter Leaf, White 2T, unitsourcing.com. Crimson Lotus also ships from China. Um, they're when they ship from China, it's usually a little bit cheaper for the tea, but you have to wait for the tea. Um, which last year and the year before that, it was a long waiting. Now I ordered. I got some tea from White 2T the end of the year. I think I ordered it like the 31st of December, and I got it like in 2 weeks. So the shipping is getting a lot better. With my second steep, I'm gonna go up to 20 seconds. With how I do things, how I drink my tea. If it's the first time I'm having the tea, if it's a raw or a right pu'er, I'm gonna go with the Gaiwan just to have the most, I guess, with the most pure flavor, I guess. And then after that, I'll use a teapot, or just depending on how I'm feeling, but usually use a teapot. I do like using a teapot. It just makes things a little bit easier. And I just think teapots are kind of cool, to tell you the truth. If you don't know about the Y2T Tea Club, it's a very good, and I think it's very good bang for your buck. So it's $29.99 USD, and sometimes you get different things, but in December you always get a cake. Well, I don't want to say always, but the few years I've been on it, I've gotten 3 December 200 grams raw tea cakes. I think he said he's going to change it for next year, so we'll see. This last time we got a 50-gram cake of black tea and a 25-gram sample of their hencha, which is a dark tea. So you get different things. Some months I've seen I liked a lot better than others. I think this year or last year and the year before they did the Lapsane month or the month. The previous year I don't know, but those are always kind of cool. I'm not a big Lapsang tea drinker, but it's fun to be outside the box, and that's why I do like this. You don't know what you're getting, so if you don't like black tea, well, you got 50 grams, so you're gonna drink it. Or at least you'll try to. If you don't like young raw tea, well, you're gonna have a little bit, so why not try it? Which is the fun part about it. So that's my first video, so hopefully if I do a lot more, I'll get more comfortable doing this. Because I'm sure I'm kind of stiff and mumbling, and it's a good tea. If you sign up for Y2T Tea Club now, you won't get this. You'll get the March tea, whatever that's going to be. How they do it is you pay the previous month for the next month. So, if you paid in January, you're getting March, or I mean, you're getting February. So the book I read, the most recent one, is Gothic by Philip Fracassi. You can buy this on Amazon or from Cemetery Dance. It's a Cemetery Dance book. So, what this book is about is a guy named Tyson. It's his 59th birthday, and he's a struggling writer. He was big, years ago. He had a lot of bestsellers, and after years come by, he's gotten out of the horror. He's been wanting to write different things, and they just haven't been selling well. So his girlfriend, for his 59th birthday, bought him a brand new desk. He's had the one he currently has since college, they said. So, like 40 years. It's still sweet. Flavor's still strong. He's had the desk for 40 years, so she wanted to do something nice. It was a nice, expensive desk. She comes from money, so she had the money to do it, and he doesn't like her spending money on him, but she wanted to surprise him. Well, he gets this desk, and things start changing for him. His mood starts changing. He starts writing, and when you continue with the story, you get the backstory of the desk, and things go on. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil the book. The book came out, I think, on the 9th of February, so it's still new. The book came out as a signed limited edition from Earthling Publications. In last year sometime in December maybe or November. But it's a wide market. It's good. It was a very good book. Philip Fracassi writes a lot of great books. He has another book coming out in a couple months, I think in June or July, called Boys in the Valley. I've read that in 2021, I think, and that was excellent. It was a great book. He's a very good author. This book, Gothic, it's a horror book, so you're not in the horror. You may not like it too much, but it's a very... He's good at drawing you in with the story, with the characters, and then the ending always has everything I've read from him has a good payoff at the end. Some authors, you're like, oh man, it's a great story, but he flops the ending, or she flops the ending. Now with him, he always sticks the ending with everything I've read so far. I've read 4 of his books, I think. 4 books, and the endings have always been excellent. Like I said, this one's was good. It just came out. It's has some scary scenes. It has some good character development and everything. Sorry, like I said, this is the first video with also talking about a book, and I don't know. Hopefully, video 2, 3, 4. If I do all that, it gets better. I don't want to make this too long, but buy tea. Tea was great. Buy Gothic from Amazon or Cemetery Dance. Great book. If you want to watch an actual book reviewers that know what they're talking about and can get into things, watch the Jeff Word. Watch It's Terrific. Watch Sean. His YouTube name is like Spilnick, something like that. and all of that is great. Let me see what Sean's is before I. It's SPLYNC Spilnick. He's very good too. They all do good unboxings. They all do good book reviews, and I think all of them talked about Gothic already. So hit them up. Watch them on YouTube if you want to. You know, get a better idea what the book is. If you are into Philip and you have Facebook, join the Fracassi Freaks. It's a Facebook page. That's how you spell Fracassi if you're curious. It's a Facebook page, fan page for him. I know in a couple weeks there's going to be a book club for this new book. So buy the book, they're going to say, oh, read the first couple chapters or read the book by this date. And then there's usually a like a Zoom meeting type thing where you can, discuss the book with other people that already read it. And depending on Philip's schedule, he'll pop in too. I know the last one was for A Child Alone with Strangers. He did pop in and, talk about the book. We can ask him questions, stuff like that. Good. It's fun. It's a good group. If you're on Facebook, he always talks about what's coming up. People always post good content. There's giveaways every now and then. So yeah. Hopefully this was enjoyable to watch. Hopefully my next one I know what I'm doing a little bit more. And hopefully this doesn't look and sound too bad. But yeah, thanks for watching.